Hey collectors, welcome to Star Wars Collected. Today what I have for you is what I would consider to be a pretty major update on Denuo Novo. As many of you know out there in the collector community, Denuo Novo seems to be the new Anovos. We weren't quite sure what was going on there, whether Anovos had just rebranded somehow to something suspiciously similar, or if it was a new company. And then we kind of found out a little bit of a press release, but I've actually been contacted by the brand manager for Denuo Novo, and they've added me to their PR list. I've got a whole list of things over here that I've learned, so you're gonna see me darting back and forth a little bit, so forgive me, but I have some really cool and exciting updates. So like I said, I was contacted personally, and they've added me to their PR list, so it's gonna help me be able to stay up to date on what's going on, what they're doing, perhaps new products, things of that nature, and of course anything I learn I'm gonna send right on to you guys. So let's dive into this. I asked if I could get updates on my pre-orders, which I know a couple of you other guys out there have done as well. And I got a super quick response from this guy, the brand manager. And just a quick refresher on what I have on pre-order. I have a first order Stormtrooper kit, the full kit, and I ordered that on September 2016. Then I have a first order Executioner, which I ordered on September of 2017. And then I have the Luke Skywalker X-Wing pilot helmet, which I ordered in March of 2018, and the Gold Leader X-Wing pilot helmet, which I ordered in April of 18. Now you might seem like a little naive that after not receiving my armor kit for, I don't know, 2 years or something like that, that I would go ahead and spend more money with them, but there were some people that got their Stormtrooper kits and there were just a lot of delays out there, and I had gotten other things from Anovos in the past, so I just sort of assumed that I'd be getting these too. Two other items that I didn't order directly through Anovos, I ordered through the Big Bad Toy Store, was a General Merrick X-Wing pilot helmet and Rey's quarterstaff. So I sent my list of orders. I sent some screenshots that I had taken off the Anovos website. Here's my orders, whether they've been fulfilled or not, when I purchased them, and then pictures of what each one of those items were too. So I included all that in the email, sent it off to the brand manager for Denuo Novo. He got back to me very quickly with a full, nice, long, well-written email. I had a couple other questions in there that I asked because I thought you guys would want to know too. So here is what his response was to me. So hundreds of customers have been contacting them over what was then the last 2 weeks, what is now probably 3 or 4 weeks. So lots of you guys out there have been asking, what's going on, and this is why I'm here to give you, maybe the people who haven't asked, an update. They said they are committed to getting prior Anovos customers their back-ordered Star Wars items. That Rubies and NECA formed Denuo Novo, which we already knew from the press release, and won the Star Wars license. They use the word won. Now, if you're not real familiar with kind of marketing and things like that, one might sound weird, like as if they won a contest to do it. Often what happens is you have multiple brands competing for a bid or a place or a license, and then you are given that, awarded that, you win that. So one is kind of a weird term to use outside the industry, but they won the Star Wars license. And their current mission is to fulfill the Anovos back orders. They're also working on long-term plans for this license, the Star Wars license, which I took to mean new products. So they're not only fulfilling the old orders that they owe us, but they're also looking forward as to what they're going to do long-term now that they have the license as well, which is good to hear. We don't necessarily want them to just do whatever Anovos was supposed to do and then just stop. We want new items. We want good manufacturers making us new items. Okay, so while they currently have 10 items for sale on the site, 6 are Denuo Novo, which I went over in my last video, but they're basically some Anovos helmets that we've had before. They're pretty cool, they're pretty expensive, but they've also thrown out 4 Rubies helmets just to kind of give an idea of what that company has offered in the past and might be offering now. They plan to have about 20 on the site at the end of the year. So they have 10 right now, including some Rubies, and they're planning to have 20 on the site by the end of the year. Now, I didn't take that as they're just going to add 10 more Rubies products. My guess is that they're talking about things that are actually sort of this Denuo Novo, Anovos back order type things. So not only do they have some items there now, but by the end of the year, we're going to see more. So that's good to hear too. this is new information to me. Some of the items will be fiberglass and fall in the $600 to $700 range, just like what we see now on the website. Like I said, they're beautiful pieces and they are from Anovos, and they sold from Anovos for around that range too. But they're expensive helmets. They're not just something you're gonna, willy-nilly pick up off the website. However, others will be ABS and fall in the $300 to $400 range. So not quite as inexpensive as Anovos. Anovos had quite a few helmets that were in that $250 range. Like the First Order Stormtrooper helmet, the X-Wing helmets that they're supposedly making. They did make the Ray one. So I have that one. And I think that was in that range. Maybe that one was $350, I'm not quite sure. The Executioner helmet that I have on order is supposed to be a $250 one. So they are gonna be close to that range, the $300 to $400 range. So that is exciting to hear too, because I build a lot of helmets myself, 3D print them or finish cast items. But sometimes it's worth it just to spend the money to get someone else's really good paint job or something like that, or to save yourself the headache. So I am excited about that. That is new information to me. They're also working on costume items, which makes a ton of sense. I mean, really, Anovos in a lot of ways was doing costume items too. You could buy officer outfits. I think they had like a full Jyn Erso getup at one point. Could be wrong. I know they definitely had Rey, Han Solo, of course. They had Luke Skywalker's Bespin outfit. So it makes sense that they'd be continuing on that costuming thing. But so far we've really been talking about our helmets and armor and things like that. So that is cool to hear too. And it makes sense that the Rubies having such a long history in the costuming community. Let's just hope, and I'm sure it will be, a higher quality version of what Rubies puts out. Okay. They took over development, manufacturing, and delivery of the items from Anovos. I don't really think that leaves much more. So, I don't know, again, if it's quite a buyout, but they've taken over completely for Anovos. Anovos is done. They're not involved anymore. There will be no new products this year, and all will be Anovos back orders. So I like this. As excited as I am to see what this company puts out in the future, especially in the less expensive $200 to $300 range, or $300 to $400 range of helmets, I am glad to see that they are focusing right now purely on making it up to us people who bought things from Anovos, threw in their hundreds of dollars and have gotten nothing back out of it. So this makes me very excited that they are not worrying about, necessarily what are we going to push in Q1 that's going to be something great. That's new. It's like, let's make it up to customers. So I think that is a great way to start. So that's really good to see that they're putting us first. So the update that I got about my individual items though, First Order Stormtrooper, early 2022. First Order Executioner helmet, sometime in 2022. Luke Skywalker X-Wing pilot helmet, early 2022. Gold Leader X-Wing pilot helmet, early 2022. It kind of makes sense, the pilot helmets are going to be similar, and my guess is that the First Order Stormtrooper armors are probably the oldest unfulfilled items, so I feel like these are good starting points. Hopefully it doesn't end up being like Anovos, which, lots of shipping dates promised and things like that, and those shifted by many, many years. But so far, I'm feeling better about this company. And then as for my Big Bad Toy Store orders, they wanted me to reach out to them directly. However, he said that if they have items owed to them by Denuo Novo or by Anovos, they will be fulfilled. There is no timeline on the raised quarterstaff right now, and there was not a time provided for my General Merrick X-Wing pilot helmet, but I would assume that it's probably like the Luke helmet or like the Gold Leader helmet or something like that. From there, I'm going to be careful with how I say this, because he shared with me something off the record that I want to make sure I don't, hurt that trust. But they are working very hard to move up specific items on the list and hope that they ship sooner. And there's a level of confidence there that they will. So some of my items that I just told you are going to be early 2022. They are behind the scenes, thinking and being optimistic that those might actually ship earlier than that, which would mean late 2021. So that is great to see as well, and great to hear. And I have seen online at least one person who has ordered from their new website and has received their product. Now, I didn't see an opening up type picture or photo or something like that, but someone got something, and it was from, you know, either these items that are on the website that have been sold out or have been promised for a while. So that's positive. I mean, when was the last time someone bought something Star Wars off of Anova's website and got it at all, let alone within a week or two of actually the store opening? So I love to hear that. Now, I do want to share with all of you, if you want an update of your own, contact customer service at denuonovo.com with your order number and items ordered, and they'll send you updates as well. I was lucky enough to screenshot things off of Anova's website before it locked down, before it closed down, and switched over to Denuo Novo. I have not visited Denuo Novo's website to try to sign in for myself, so I don't know if you can use your old Anova's credentials or not. If not, certainly look back to your emails and find the information there. That is the bulk of what was in that email. I am optimistically excited. I guess those are kind of the same things. I am cautiously excited, perhaps, is the word, that we might be dealing with a much better experience here. The fact that you know, obviously I was contacted by them to be put on their PR list because they saw my video from before and wanted to make sure that I was, you know, communicating with you guys as well and sharing what I'm learning as well. So I'm happy to be doing that. But it is nice to, first of all, get a response to an email, to have someone reach out to you about the status of your order, and to then give you quick responses, thorough responses, and a lot of commitments, instead of just being like, well, we'll try to do this, we'll try to do that. You know, this guy is telling us their mission is to make it all right for us, everyone who bought stuff from Anovos, at least Star Wars items from Anovos, and that they are, you know, already have some, I think, pretty optimistic shipping times of things coming in early next year, and that behind the scenes that they're trying to get those moved up, and that they're feeling somewhat confident about that. So I'm excited, I guess. I mean, why not, right? Why not be excited? I love being excited about Star Wars and collecting Star Wars. So if you have any more questions, please throw them down in the comments. I'll be happy to answer anything that I can. And if there's a question that you'd like answered, I seem to have a direct line at this point, so I'd be happy to reach out to the brand manager with your specific question. If it's about a specific order, use that email and contact that on your own. But guys, I think this is good news. I'm excited about what's happening here, and I'm feeling positive about Anovos for the first time in multiple years. So if you enjoyed this video, please give me a like. If you like videos like this, make sure you subscribe. And if you're not following us on Instagram, make sure you follow us there too. See ya.